is the come to me bugle. You will hear a bull elk whine, or you as the caller should use the whine end. A bull elk would never whine to another bull elk. The only reason why a bull elk would use the whine to you is because you have made nothing but cow calls. And I call this the come to me bugle. And many of you have heard this. I'm sure 90% of you hunters out there have heard this. And many of you have said, oh, he's hot, or he's screaming. Well, he's saying, come to me. Okay? And it's just a very, very, it's the screamer. Okay? And it sounds like this, with the whine. That was the whine at the beginning and the whine at the ending. Here it is without the without any whining. Okay, and just to demonstrate this call, the come to me bugle is just a screamer, and this is what it sounds like without any whining. Okay, it's just here. Okay, it's like, and when he's asking, he's telling you to come to me. Okay, that's what this screamer is. Okay. This brings me to the end of all my bugles that I wanted to introduce to you. I know in my first video I said there was 15, but the last two are just whine into it. Okay, and that should change the meaning of the bugles to wanting. I'll talk about those later down the road. There's a few things I want you to take from these videos. From video 1, when I started talking about the volume, the sound, the voice of the bull, I want you to take away these 3 things. 3 different phrases of bugle. I hope you caught on to the pattern in how those 3 different phrases are being used. Okay? It's letting, telling, and making a statement. There's these last ones that I introduced, or there's 3 of them in there that have specific meaning. Okay, the where are you one, let's go, come to me. These are 3 specific meanings to those bugles. So let's forget about those, because those are easy to remember, because those are distinct sounding bugles. Remember, it's not exactly how you sound like an elk that will make them come in. It's how you say it, and that's why I gave you all these short videos. Now, analyze your bugle. Okay, the bugle or the bugles that you know how to make. Seriously, be honest with yourself, okay? What you have always known how to make, okay? Blow that bugle, or the bugles you know, okay? And relate it to what I've taught you, okay? And if you can produce majority of these sounds, that's awesome. You're ahead of the game. But if you have always like, oh man, how come I can't pull these herd bulls away from their cow? How come I can't call the herd bull in? I will get into that. Okay, but right now you need to recognize what your bugle is saying and what your bugle means. So when you are practicing these bugles that you know how to make, also try to make it in the volume. Volume is important because it tells you the attitude of the bull. So it also, as you, the caller, producing the right volume, gives the right meaning to these specific calls. Okay? You don't need to know all of these. You don't need to know how to make them, but probably it would be to your benefit to know how to recognize them, hear them. Okay, so that's probably why I did this. Is to help you recognize what they mean. So when you hear this bull elk bugle at you, you know what his attitude is. You know what he's saying. You know what type of bull he is. And so it can help you break your call down, or your calling technique. Okay, I call it the art of bugling out. Okay, and so it will help you define your art. Okay, into how you lure these bulls in to your shooter or yourself.